Choose purity is not just a ceremony, it's a lifestyle. In 10 years from now, what will people say about you? So I want to talk to you this morning about 3 things on how we can keep this vow of purity unto God. Number 1 is guarding our minds and our hearts. This is key. Guarding our minds and our hearts. Because see, today we're going to make this vow of purity, and it's going to be a great day, but we're going to go back home after here. And we're going to be faced with temptation. We're going to be faced with opposition. We're going to be faced with making a choice, again, to do the right thing or to do our thing. And it's important that we learn to guard our minds and our hearts. I once heard it said that the eyes and the ears are the windows to the soul. So in other words, what we see and what we hear is eventually what's going to settle in our hearts. I am a strong believer in, feeding ourselves the word and feeding ourselves, not conforming to the ways of the world. You see, while the whole world is trying to keep up with the Kardashians, right? We have to learn to keep up with God's word. We have to feed ourselves and to get role models that are living for God. Because if we look to see, the world portrays what beautiful is as showing your whole body, right? Everybody has to be like a size 0, like the latest weight loss trend, or the putting yourself out there, being promiscuous. That's what the world portrays. You don't ever see anybody that's really popular, that is conservative, or that's that values themselves. They're putting it out there. It's like a free show. You know what I mean? Even the music. It's not even about music anymore. It's all, they're telling the story, and it's not a good one. But what we feed ourselves is what's going to come out of us. As gangrels, we have to guard our minds. We have to guard our eyes, our ears, what we're putting in, what we're listening to, what we're seeing, what we're watching. Is there conviction in our lives? You see, the closer that we get to God, the more we spend time with God, the more that He fills us up, the more that we don't want those things anymore. We're not chasing after, the tightest clothes, and we're not chasing after, putting ourselves out there. We know that we don't got to put ourselves out there. We don't have to stay here. We're able to hold ourselves and wait for the right one, and hold ourselves with dignity, because that's what we need, women of dignity. There's no more women that want dignity, but I believe God is going to raise up a generation of young women that say, I want to hold on to my dignity. I want to hold myself upright. Because in the long run, it gives us such a good testimony.